Hi, I'm Kari Samuels, your intuitive counselor and happiness coach with your March forecast. And good news, March is going to be so much more gentle than February. Congratulations, you survived eclipse season. Last month was pretty intense because we had all those eclipses and they're really designed to bring up all these deeply buried emotions. So finally you're free. You release them, it wasn't pleasant, but now you have them out of your system. So now it's time to fill your mind, your consciousness with new ideas and inspirations, because remember 2017 is a one universal year, so this is time of new beginnings. So it's great you had that clearing out. So now it's time for new ideas, actions. So you're going to have a lot of inspiration this month because until the 20th, we're in the sun sign of Pisces. And Pisces is a dreamy, psychic, and sensitive sign. It's a water sign. It's very feminine and yin and doesn't really know any boundaries. So you're going to take in a lot of information, and it really connects you to your imagination and your dreams and the spiritual realm, because without those boundaries, it's kind of like lifting the veil between heaven and earth. Pisces are very psychic. So you're going to get some downloads now. It really connects to your imagination, and this is where you can connect with your guides. They can give you ideas through these symbolic messages in your mind's eye and in your actual dreams. So this is actually a month of revisioning, because for the whole month and then throughout half of next month, Venus is in retrograde. And Venus is a personal planet, and every time a planet is in retrograde, it's an introspective process, it's an inward process. So Venus only goes retrograde every 1.5 years, and when it does, it's significant. So it begins March 4th, and it lasts the whole month through when Venus is in Aries, and then half of next month, you're still going to have Venus in retrograde. So pay attention here. Venus is the planet of love and beauty and harmony and relationships. So when a planet goes retrograde, it appears to be moving backwards. So you're retracing your steps, you're relearning some lessons so that you can reintegrate some of the things that you didn't learn. So what you're going to do is reintegrate and revision your ideas about relationships, love, beauty, and even money. Venus is associated with what you value and your self-worth, because Venus being the planet of attraction, you know that you attract it's a mirror about how you feel about yourself. All relationships are a mirror of your relationship with yourself. So you're going to be revisiting these things this month. So, you know, just like when Mercury is in retrograde and you don't want to sign contracts or buy electronics, well, Venus has its own little special blend also. So because it's associated with money and what you value, you don't want to really make any big financial investments or any big relationships investments with anybody new. You're reevaluating things because these retrograde processes your mind is still changing about things. And so when after the retrograde is over, when you're integrating, that's the time to really take more action on things. So you're going to see a lot of things in your life mirror how you feel about yourself. It's all going to come up this month for you. Relationships will be front and center, and also your relationship with money and your self-worth. So issues around money are going to come up for you probably if you have some residual feelings of not valuing yourself, your time, your energy, or monetarily. And this is going to show up in your relationships as well. So a lot of empaths and sensitive souls, we tend to give more than we receive. We tend to really, in relationships, be overgiving. So be mindful of that. This is the time to balance it. And a lot of times during Venus retrograde, relationships from your past, because retrogrades really call things up from your past, relationships from your past will come into your life again. So you may hear from old friends or old loved ones. You may wake up with a dream about somebody, old friends or old loved ones. One thing to remember about Venus retrograde is old flames may come into your life either in real life or through a dream. You may wake up and think, oh my gosh, why did I just dream about this person? It doesn't necessarily mean you're supposed to get back together with them. You're processing something. There's something in that that's still not learned or integrated. So this is all time for you to do that. So if an old flame comes back into your life, it's not necessarily to rekindle an old flame, it's just to reintegrate a lesson. So remember that. Now, because Venus is going to be in Aries this whole month, spending an unusual amount of time in Aries because of the retrograde, it's retracing its steps in Aries. So you have a lot of lessons to learn about love in the essence of Aries. So Venus is the goddess of love, and it's really about the divine feminine. And Aries is ruled by Mars, the divine masculine. So really we have this polarity. It's not that comfortable. Venus is not that comfortable in Aries. So this is really getting you to step up your relationship to yourself in a way that's very Aries-like, which is confident and courageous and assertive. So this energy is teaching you to be more confident and courageous and assertive and really value yourself, really put yourself first, which is one of the things that Aries teaches us. So it's interesting while this is happening, while the sun is in Pisces, then the sun moves into Aries on March 20th, which is the equinox. Now the equinox is when the days and nights are of equal measure. This is like masculine and feminine, balancing. So there's a sense all month of balancing these masculine and feminine energy. How can you be receptive and open and psychic while still having healthy boundaries, while still asserting yourself and putting your needs first so that you can have harmony in your relationship? You see how this is working? So this is really going to be accentuated because March 2017 in numerology is a 4 universal month, and 4 is the number of the masculine. It's very material oriented and very practical and logical. In the tarot, the 4th card is the Emperor. I mean, come on, you don't get more masculine than that. He's wearing like the red, and he's a warrior. And this, in the tarot, the 4th card, the Emperor, is associated with the planet Mars and the sign of Aries. But what's interesting is, before we reduce the month, March 2017 is actually a 13 universal month, but 1 plus 3 is 4, which reduces, that's how we reduce it. But 13 is actually associated with the moon. So again, you have this balancing of masculine and feminine energies. So it's going to be really thematic all month in these areas of your life where you feel that you are giving too much, trying to be harmonious at your own expense. Those kinds of things, they're going to be shown to you so that you balance these aspects of yourself more. It's going to be really fun. So I have 4 steps for you to follow so that you really have a wonderful, calm, balanced, and happy month. So the first thing is to balance your intuition with action. So the Piscean energy is going to bring up all these dreams and ideas. You're going to feel them in your heart. You're going to feel emotional about certain things that are moving you forward. This is inspiration. This is intuition, when you have these ideas that don't go away, or these visions or dreams at night or daydreams. When you have that, you're meant to take action on it all year especially, but really this month. You want to take action on this now. So if you're one of those people that think about things a lot and have these dreams that you're like, one day, well, you want to make that one day right now. Or consequently, if you're one of these people that are always doing, being productive, being practical, and you don't take time to reevaluate your dreams, you want to take more time for that. So you want to make sure you're nice and balanced with those things. So really ask yourself, am I listening to my intuition enough? And am I acting on my intuition enough? And make sure those are nice and equal, okay? So the second thing is to reevaluate your relationships. It's going to be coming up. So here's one clue, right? So you know when the phone rings and you're screening it and you see it's like someone and you're like, oh gosh, I don't want to talk to this person, and you want to avoid them? Well, if they're still in your life, and I know sometimes that's family members, but if they're still in your life and you're dreading it, or you know, there's something to that. So you want to pay attention to that. You also want to pay attention to your feelings in relationships if you feel undervalued by someone, or if you feel you're undervaluing yourself with other people. Pay attention to that and make some steps to really balance those energies. And you want to make sure that you're only relating to people, and this includes people at work, in your career. You want to make sure this is equal, okay? And you want to pay attention to how you feel about the people in your life, and if there's any kind of emotional adjustments that you need to make. Now, the third thing is create healthy boundaries. Okay, so we talked about that. You see these people on the phone or whatever, and you're like, you don't feel good about it. Don't avoid people, be direct. This is what the Aries is teaching. This is what Venus in Aries teaches you. Be direct, be clear. This is what I have time for. This is what I don't have time for. I'm really busy right now, la la la, whatever that means to you. Be direct about how you feel. If someone's not appreciating you, if you're not getting paid enough, whatever it is, be very clear about that and very direct. Be very mindful of your own personal space and your energy. This is teaching you to value yourself, and you're so valuable. So the fourth thing is enrich your self-worth. So anytime that you have a thought in your head that says, I can't, I'll never, I'm not good enough, I'm not this enough, whoa, you are. Make sure you feel good about yourself. Every time you notice any of those thoughts, you replace them. I am good enough. I do deserve this. Why not me? I'm going to go for this because I can achieve this, because I have everything it takes to achieve this. Anytime you find yourself belittling yourself in any way, you want to turn that around and make yourself feel good through your thoughts, through your words, through your actions. And if you don't believe it now, fake it till you make it. Act like you're the confident person that you know that you want to be. You're amazing, and you deserve only the best. So do not settle for anything less than the best. Okay, I love you so much. So I hope this has helped you. And if you've enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends with love, and I know they will appreciate you for it. And I thank you so much for being part of my life. I love you, and I wish you so much love, joy, and abundance for a marvelous March and beyond. Bye for now.